Join me as I craft a beautiful knife by hand from start to finish, forging the blade, hand carving the handle for it, and sewing up a sheath for it. I hope you will enjoy and stick around to the end. I'm going to be using this rusty piece of rebar. And now, on to grinding. While I was editing this video, I realized my face looks pretty stupid right now. No, I was not having a stroke, it's just that those safety glasses were hurting my eyes. But anyway, back to the video. So this is the product so far. I'm going to try to grind the tip off and then sharpen it and then get the handle a little bit more smooth. Now I got it clamped down. I'm going to try to drill a hole here and here. We'll see if it'll go in. It is not going at all. I might have to find a different bit.
Let me go get that oil.
There we go. We ended up spending a few more hours trying to get a hole through there yesterday, and we heated it up in the forge, used a blowtorch, all kinds of stuff to try to warm it up to get a hole through it, use different things. We don't have the right type of drill bits, and I just don't feel like continuing to work on it and risk breaking it. So I went ahead and kind of cleaned it up a little bit, sharpened it, and here's what it looks like so far. It looks pretty good. I added on the spine of the knife just some kind of teeth looking serrates, yeah, that's a word, and then kind of a ball at the end of the handle. And this is as deep as we got probably about halfway through and went through several drill bits and stuff, and it just wouldn't work. So this is what we got so far. I sharpened the knife. It is extremely sharp now. So I just need to work on now a handle and leather sheath for it. So that's what we're going to do next. I've been busy the last few weeks, so I just now got around to getting a piece of wood from a tree that I cut down to use as a handle for the knife. And as I was cutting that, I ended up accidentally cutting myself on the very knife I made. So now this thing has successfully cut its first thing, and I know it's very sharp. So that's nice. But yeah, anyways, I want to get to turning this into the handle. And after a little bit of whittling at it and letting it dry and harden for a few days, I got this. It did crack as it was drying, so I'm going to use some of this epoxy stuff to fill it in and hope that that kind of holds it together nice and strong. I'm going to put it down the crack around here to hold it on there. I wasn't going to try to do this design for a handle to begin with, but as you know, I couldn't get that hole through the metal, so I had to kind of go with this type of handle. But it should work if this hardens and goes according to plan. So now I'm going to try to get some of that stuff into it. Now the epoxy's dry and I have sanded the handle, so I'm just wood burning my initials into it. And now I've finished wood burning that into it, so I've put one layer of stain on, and I'm going to put a second layer on, and then just let it dry. Then after that I'll probably spray it with lacquer, and then it should be pretty close to being done. Now the finish is done drying and the lacquer's been put on and dry, so I'm going to use this squirrel that I shot last year to turn into a sheath for it. So now I got to get to sewing that. And just like that, it's all sewed up and finished. I'm probably going to end up using a different type of thread because this knife keeps on cutting the thread every time I put it in there. So I'm going to probably try to get a thicker kind that's specifically made for leather and sheaths and stuff. But this is what it looks like so far. It's actually turned out a lot better than I was expecting. So that concludes everything. I am thoroughly impressed, and hopefully I can do this again sometime. It's a pretty sharp blade. The handle fits pretty nice, and this looks a lot better than I thought it would. So altogether, I'd say this was very successful.